All right. Now, somewhere, someone tuned in. I want you to get your hands on your keyboard. All right. Get your fingers on home row. All right. And I want you to have your ring finger on that letter S. Have it there, your left ring finger, and have your right index finger ready to hit that letter H right after it, because you're about to type shitlib. Because you're a serious adult engaging in discourse. Grown-ups. All right. I'm going to run this audio directly off of a nice young man, very weightlifting young man, calls himself Not Jordan Peele, a.k.a. Reginald the Academic.
Okay.
All right, so Reginald the Academic is not Jordan Peele. I'm guessing that by his affectation, tone, inflection, how he speaks, I'm guessing he grew up around a number of them folks.
Yeah.
And, like, if you are classified as black around a gang of them folks, if you have an aesthetic that is similar to a celebrity plus a complexion similar to a celebrity, somehow you also have a similar bone structure.
You do.
Right?
It's
like
magic.
I couldn't imagine being a skinny, dark-skinned black boy with dreadlocks in 2006. You look like Lil Wayne. You look like Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne, Lil Wayne, Lil Wayne. Jesus. All right, so Reginald, hop in with it. What do we have? And Reginald's on video. I will be describing any graphics.
Let me show you something. This is the tweet that he posted, right? You can pause to read it, but I want to show you what it looks like now.
Right, so when he says there's a tweet that was posted, and pause to read it, it's a Twitter person by the name of Pablo Manriquez. Yes. And first off, they start with this Inspector Gadget siren thing, like this, like, why is there a siren with the word news? All right, so siren news, whoa, this is big. And Pablo says that Senate Dems, which I don't like talking like that. I don't care about character limit. Make a second tweet. Senate Dems are why don't Republicans have language like that?
Like what?
Did you ever come across people that call Republicans pugs?
Yeah.
Because they're pugnacious?
Yeah.
Okay. I remember that. Seems like they don't have any bad nicknames anymore. But everyone has a bad... Like, why doesn't Donald Trump have a genocide nickname?
He should have one.
But anyway, they say Senate Dems are reportedly, this has been reported, that's the claim, reportedly offering ICE funding increases in exchange for body cams and de-escalation training for agents. Body cams can be turned off. De-escalation training can be ignored. Unclear if the
You can pause.
unclear if no masks requiring ID badges and no immunity is on the table. All right, Reginald's gonna keep going.
Okay? You can pause to read it, but I want to show you what it looks like now. If you can't tell the difference, it basically almost tripled in engagement.
So he posted that, ooh, look, and got a gang of engagement.
Yeah.
He has another graphic up with people responding it saying, keep voting blue, guys, and this, that, and the other, which is also like, again, then what else do you do?
Right. Yeah.
Because right now, Jill Stein's on vacation with your money that you gave her. Right? And whatever she got from, I'm sure she got a fee to appear on programs like The Breakfast Club. You know, that's all that YouTube shit is business. You know that, right? Like DJ Vlad pays people upwards of $10,000 for an interview.
And almost all the quote retweets are just people saying how bad the Democrats are. What makes that tweet really interesting to me is that when I looked it up, before that tweet was even published, I already found information confirming that the reverse was happening. That the Republicans were asking for...
Yeah, now remember, the Pablo said it's being reported. Now there's a graphic up from Politico saying House GOP offers to Dems explicit funding for ICE body cameras following the Minneapolis murder. I'm using the word murder. right? And the subheading, House GOP offers Dems explicit fund. Oh, damn. So they just did the headline twice. Come on, Politico.
Increased ICE funding in exchange for body cams, and that was what they were offering to the Dems. And then shortly after, this guy made an addendum to his story. That's 6 times less viewership.
So when he changed the story and actually put the facts in, 6 times less engagement. This is what I was talking about in one of my Facebook posts. Like, you have the side that is the consumers of the nihilism, and you have those that sell it for money. All right? The Twitter page is monetized. They get paid to lie to you.
And I would also add, just like as a sort of side note to that, like, it doesn't say which Dems.
Nope, because break down. We know the few names of the actual worst people, and you know why you know them? Because there's so few. Right? Like, fuck Cory Booker. There's for me, Hakeem Jeffries, that's a new fuck that guy.
Yeah.
Right? I'm
Yeah.
such a 90s and early 2000s and 80s fuck that guy. Right? We got these new fuck that guys. Right? Schumer. Pelosi's out the game, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Pelosi's out the game. But yeah, we know the few fucking names. So why don't you name them? Or do you get less engagement if you do?
Yeah, I think that's worth noting. Sorry, I was looking to see, I was actually looking up the article while you were reading to see if it said which Dems, and it doesn't, which is interesting because it has quotes from Dems who oppose ICE funding.
Oh, name them.
Yeah, right?
Interesting.
Yeah, so we have Senator Chris Murphy from Connecticut, Jackie Rosen and Catherine Cortez from Nevada. Yeah, fucking, where was the other one? Tammy Baldwin, Wisconsin, said she would not want to increase ICE budget.
I've heard that name.
Andy Kim, New Jersey, said, we're going through these negotiations right now, but I don't want to see that funding. And one thing that is interesting to me is that while they're saying that and the Democrats want to do that, and I'm not saying there's, like, no Democrats who wouldn't, like, you know, but there's also Democrats trying to abolish ICE. Because there's that Sri Thanadar bill.
Yep, I put that one up.
Yeah, and it's like, so, you know, like, be more specific when you say Dems. Honestly.
I don't want to.
Like, they don't want to.
It's not fun.
What I also find interesting about this, too, is that this is on Twitter. Like, I just wonder, like, how the bias is. Because Twitter seems so fucking right-wing.
Seems?
And bots and trolls and... So, like, I wonder how many people commenting are actually, like, people commenting. You know what I mean?
Yeah. People acting in good faith.
Yeah.
Right? Somebody who's literally, like, yeah, like, where is that? Where's the... Is there seriously a 37-year-old woman that is an avid reader, right? Like, probably in the same book clubs as me online. We don't even know it. And, right, and she's looking at this and she's like, well, ain't that something? Well, I'm never voting blue again. Get the fuck out of here.
49 quote retweets compared to, let me check it, 1,699 quote retweets.
49 for the
Damn.
truth, 1,600 for the lie.
Damn.
That's the cold game. See, and that's why some of y'all may be like, huh, what's Mr. Williams' neighborhood page been doing? It was like, I just feel like talking about feminism now. Like, because politics and policy, it's fucking shot. I have to post about that shit because it's real.
Right.
But yeah, you're going to see a whole lot more of Down with the Patriarchy this year. And that's all I got for you. All right, a little bit more from not Jordan Peele.
Based on the little research I did of Pablo's tweets, I have also noticed this pattern. He does this weird thing where he engagement baits and then he corrects it. But you have people with large platforms who make content on this app looking at Twitter, not actually waiting for the full story or sources to be cited or anything, blindly running. And it is dangerous and stupid. This is the lack of literacy that we're talking about.
All right. He really just goes on to say what we're saying at this
Yeah.
point. Yeah, the stuff is mad irresponsible. Let me hit all right, unclick. Right, so I wanted to stay on the same topic and go down as I pull these. These are directly from the TikTok application, right? So I'm in there. I know what's happening, right? And something about that style. And I wish y'all could see the video. We're running an audio program right now, but it's like even the way the people look in the camera, it seems like the style of user-generated content now is be smug. Be obnoxious.
Yeah.
Right? Like, it's almost like, hey, you in my audience, we are preemptively being condescending to anyone not in our audience. And you're going to really hear it with the way this young person comes flying in, running the same narrative. And then another individual, they're going to do what they call a stitch, where they play a clip of this obnoxious person, and then they come in and correct the record. But listen how they come flying in on it.
Democrats in the Senate came out today to say that they will vote to give ICE more funding if they get body cameras.
I genuinely need y'all help.
All right. Right there. More funding. Like, sound like one of the characters in Don't Tell Mom the Babysitter's Dead.
Oh my God.
Now, and then the stitching person comes in.
Yeah.
Me out with this one because what it looks like is somebody heard that Congress was proposing a thing and then just kind of auto assigned that to the Democrats because
Right, and then listen to how the person who's fixing the lie comes in. Lower audio. Look, we're just and then if this person is not lying about their background, this person graduated high school 2 years early.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, if they're not lying about their background, right? They're white. White people be lying.
It's not that hard to do if you just have enough credits.
Huh. Yeah. Yeah, and if you have the parents behind you.
Yeah.
Yeah, because when you're under 18, a lot of the shit that's going on in your life is who's parenting you.
Yeah, I only know that because in our school there was like a little bit of upset because, you had the valedictorian and the salutatorian, right? The salutatorian was...
I've never heard that second one.
That's the second place to the valedictorian.
Okay, what's fifth place?
I think there's only 2 places.
Okay, we'll call that the gainatorian.
The gainatorian.
Yeah, I just want to kind of rile up the transphobes there.
Really?
Yeah.
But our salutatorian graduated 2 years early, and people got pissy and said that it should have been someone who was graduating, starting with us at 4 years, because, you were taking the salutatorian title away from someone who was actually a senior who deserved it. That's the only reason. That's the only reason I know that.
You should have seniored harder. You lost. They can't handle that you lost.
Because they lost to a sophomore.
No, you didn't. You lost to a senior. They had senior credits, right?
Yes.
Okay, then they're just better than you. They were born 2 years after you. They got potty training 2 years after you. They learned to read 2 years after you. And once they learned to read and do basic math, they caught up with you and passed you by 2 years. Don't hate the... Actually, I almost want to say hate the game. Don't hate the player, hate the game. But no. The game was about as fair as it's gonna get.
Yeah.
So the only player you gotta hate is yourself.
I'm sure, and I don't even know who else the salutatorian was supposed to be, but I'm sure what happened is whoever it was, parents were pissed off that they couldn't put salutatorian on their kid's college application. I'm very certain that's all that was.
Right, and I know where Phoenix Calida is from. They were already gonna be fine.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Hate these people. But they're not gonna be a billionaire. And then complain about Gavin. Buster ass Gavin. But yeah, that is going on. Those lies move. What did you find?
Yeah,
I've been hunting and searching.
Yeah, I've been looking, and I can only find 2 Democrats, Chris Murphy and Rosa DeLauro, who are considering ICE funding, and they're Democrats, and they are considering it because they're on the Appropriations Committee, and they have to pass a spending bill by January 30th.
2.
Yeah.
Gina, I wonder what Jasmine Crockett would do on that Appropriations Committee.
Right.
It seems like you want constructive people in office.
And what they also did notice, though, is that A bunch of other Democrats are opposed to it. For example, the Congressional Progressive Caucus took an official position that they will oppose all funding for immigration enforcement in any appropriation bills until meaningful reforms are enacted to end militarized policing policies.
Huh.
So, right, because it's like Dems, like, okay, so you have two Dems who said that, like, they would consider it, but then you have the Progressive Caucus saying no. So it's also like, when you say Dems, you have to specify which Democrats.
No, everybody. The whole party
The whole
is
party.
Chuck Schumer. No, the whole party is Kirsten Sinema. The whole party is Joe Manchin. Everybody. Maxine Waters and Joe Manchin have the exact same voting record. Did you know that?
Yeah, and then Murphy and DeLauro, the two who said that they're considering it, they said that they don't actually want to see an increase in money for ICE, but they have to vote on this appropriations bill. And they're considering policy riders for funding that bill that could hopefully bring accountability to ICE, including body cameras, reducing the number of detention beds, and requiring agents to take off any face coverings. Yeah. And just keep in mind that as, like, the Democrats are going to do this, Mike Johnson, Speaker of the House, Republican, his take is Democrats are playing games with national security right now, and it's dangerous. I don't think we need to be cutting the funding right now. I think the American people want the law to be enforced, and I think we need to we need to let law enforcement do its job.
Yep. Comment.
So apparently it's two Democrats, and they aren't even fully convinced yet. So maybe every headline about the Dems are going to do this was probably a little bit unwise. And I have to say, disappointing coming from the left, because we're supposed to be better than that. Like,
We used to be.
Yeah, like, don't act like Republicans. Don't fucking act like Republicans. Like, oh, a Republican podcaster I like said it's true, so it must be true. I will not fact check. What happened to... We used to be fact checkers. What happened? What happened?
Monetization. And then also, we still are fact checkers. It's just that everyone else didn't raise their kids to be media literate in time for the internet. But then again, how many people weren't media literate before the internet?
Right.
Like, the fact that, hell, I remember, like, one of the last things I saw on my way out of Florida was my biological sister, the adult, with my biological niece, the child, and it's a day in Florida. There's Lake Eola, right? There's downtown. You know, there's you could run through the the farther end. You could go to the north end. You could go bug out. You can go hang out in Winter Park in the daytime. Feels a little sundowny a bit, you know, but like you can go do your thing. No. Sitting there watching a television program, and I had to stop and look at the screen because I tend to be out of the loop and relatively ignorant. It's a television program called Keeping Up with the Kardashians.
Yeah.
And I didn't find the clips I saw to be very constructive.
Yeah.
It just I don't know much about these Kardashians, but I don't think they're a good way to spend your Saturday with your kid.
I mean, Kim Kardashian and Paris Hilton brought out the term celebutante culture, and they're famous for being famous.
I know that they're part of a community thing that pays for a private fire department.
That does not surprise me.
Right? I only know the progressive things that I should know about them. I don't know I don't know about all their savages or their Fenties or whatever else they're doing. I don't give a shit.
Can I just say one more thing about this bill? Something else that's not being covered from the Dems or supporting funding for ICE. They're leaving out that it's because it's part of the appropriations bill. If that bill doesn't pass by January 30th, we go into another government shutdown. And that also means funding not just for ICE, but also other organizations too, including the Coast Guard and FEMA would not be funded.
FEMA?
Yeah.
While we're still getting these unpredictable winter storms.
Yeah, and the TSA. I don't have strong feelings about the TSA getting funded, but you know.
Nah, especially like, and really, we need to be talking. Like, see, there's so much we need to be talking about because I don't give a damn about the TSA. Why was it that who was it? Boeing was like, we gotta weigh the cost of safety versus profit.
Right.
Like that was a real article.
But I would like to see FEMA get funded.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna throw that out there. But anyways, yeah, it's not as simple as Democrats want to fund ICE. If you care.
No.
If you care.
And quite frankly, not only is it not as simple, it's just not fucking true.
Yeah.
Two people, like, that's if you remove one person, it's not even plural anymore. It's now a Democrat wants to fund ICE. That's how few it is that it's one from singular. It would literally change the word you have to put in the headline.
Yeah.
You have to remove the letter S, and then you have to make a space and add the letter A in front of it. Right? A Democrat wants to do. And then also, why are you saying when it's one person, why not just their fucking name?
Right.
Is the character limit that short on your social media platform that you can't say their name? God damn. I don't like the society I live in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not feeling it.
I'll run one more after this, and then I gotta shovel snow.